How's she going, boys? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's workshop. Sad day at the shop today. My estate car wouldn't start. Don't know what's wrong with it. So let's dig into it. So those of you who have been with the channel for a while know that this is an MTD Gold, old MTD Gold tractor that I got a couple of years ago. And I sort of reworked it and, spruced it up a little bit so I could use it as a daily driver for getting around the property because I'm getting old. But it sure is handy to have around the property for getting here and there and everywhere. I geared it up with a little carrier on the back and I put a trailer hitch on it. So I use it as a kind of a little work tractor rather than taking the Massey Ferguson around everywhere. But this spring when I went to start the estate car, I call it an estate car, she wouldn't go. It would crank over great, but it wouldn't go. Now the engine in this, it's a Kohler Courage 17 horsepower engine. The engine is on its last legs when I got it, and that was 3 years ago now. So yeah, the engine's in bad shape, and I'm not sure if the engine is just now or what, but it wouldn't start in the spring. Then I got busy with other stuff, so now I'm finally getting a chance to work on it. So we're going to try and start it now and see what happens. It certainly sounds like there's no spark. Doesn't even sound like there's a lot of compression there either. So I don't know. We're going to have to dig into it and see if we can discover what's wrong and give it a little TLC, and maybe we can get this going for another summer. So I've taken the air cleaner off it here because I want to do a couple of quick checks on it. First of all, just check the oil, because just smelling that to make sure there's no gas in it. I've had trouble with this in the past where the anti-backfire solenoid in the carburetor sticks open and then it just runs gas out of the tank and floods it and hydrolocks the cylinder. But that doesn't appear to be the case. The oil is, well, it's a little high, but I can't smell any gas in it. And the oil looks good and clean. So another thing that we can do just to make sure that it's going to start is I have some carb cleaner here. Just to make sure it's getting a spark. I'm going to spray a little carb cleaner in the throat of the carburetor and try to crank it again and see what happens. Okay, it certainly appears as if there's no spark. So that could be a simple problem. So what I'm going to do now is going to take this cowling off the top, pull the plug and check for spark. So there's 4 bolts that hold this cowling on, so we've loosened those. And you have to take the dipstick out, of course. I forgot about that. So we'll pull that off of there. Put the dipstick back in. Sometimes, critters can get in there and chew on the wires over the winter, but I don't see any signs of that happening. Last year I had a problem with this engine and the governor cam gear broke apart and I had to change the governor gearing in it. But then it worked good all last summer. I was putting, because it has low compression, I put seafoam in it. Seafoam is great stuff, I have to say. This plug, if you can see that, I hope you can see it okay. It looks pretty fouled to me. We're just going to stick it in here and lay it right there. We're going to give this a little crank and see if we can see a spark. Pay attention now. I definitely see a spark, so that's good news. Now, let's put that spark plug right here for now, and I'm going to check for compression. My compression tester here, it's not a very good one, but it gives me an indication if I'm making any kind of compression at all, so let's see what happens here. So this is showing just about 80 psi compression. It's supposed to be about 120. So I think that's what's wrong, and when I put the seafoam in it last year, that's what cured the major compression issue that I was having. Seafoam really helped that. So I think the issue here is I have no compression, but there should be enough compression there to make it kick and run a little bit at least. So I'm going to just try to clean things up a little bit, see if I can get it to run. So I cleaned up my spark plug a little bit. You know, it's some handy having this tractor here for just scooting around the yard. It's pretty nice that you just hop on and away you go. But it's not nice when it doesn't start. Yeah, when you have a piece of gear in your yard that doesn't work, it's just like having a lawn ornament, right? All right. So we'll set that in there. I don't know whether it's worth clearing the carburetor off or not. I'm going to spray some more carb cleaner in there and see if we can get her to kick. Try her again. So there you go, folks. That's how you get your lawn tractor to start. Compression is not good. It doesn't burn oil, interesting enough. It doesn't burn oil. I think the engine just wore out. It had a hard life, this tractor. And I tried to save it a little bit, but I don't know that I'm doing much good for it either. But anyway, we've got it running. That's the main thing. So I'm going to put everything back together, and hopefully we get another summer out of it. So there we go. I'm glad we got the estate car going again. This is a big help. It's so nice to have this around the property. Yeah, you can just zoom in here and there wherever you want. And it makes a good little work vehicle too with the trailer hitch on it. The engine is wore out in this. There's no two ways about that. And I think what happened this time why it wouldn't start, it was getting good spark. We saw that. The plug was a little bit foul, but not bad. The compression is low. That's the big thing. So when I get to town next week, I'll get some seafoam. Then I'll change the oil, put some seafoam in it. And that should help that out a little bit. But I think what's happening here is because the compression is so low, then we can't create enough vacuum to draw the fuel through the carburetor into the cylinder to get fuel to the cylinder to start the engine. That's why we had to use the carb spray down the throat of the carburetor to get her started. So hopefully when I get the seafoam to improve the compression, that'll improve the vacuum, because if you have good compression, you have good vacuum. And then it'll start drawing its own fuel. Anyways, it's always something, isn't there? But thanks for watching. Little video about getting my estate car going. It's something nice to have this. Don't forget to thumbs up me. Leave me some comments. Tell me what you think this might be. Do you think it's a bad compression, maybe causing poor vacuum and not allowing the fuel to get delivered to the cylinder? Interesting thought, eh? Have a great week, folks. Good talk to you.